Hello. Today I wanted to talk about low vision, vision impairment, and the assistive technologies that can overcome them. Traditionally, people who suffer from low vision, the only thing really available to them was a magnifying glass, something that they could use to read. These do have their limitations. They only make the font maybe roughly 2 to 3 times larger, and at a small font size that's still very difficult. More recently, people with low vision can turn to a tablet, whether it is an iPad or in this case, Amazon Kindle. You can see here the font size can be made quite large so that people with low vision can easily read it. The other thing these have available to them is that you can increase the brightness of the background or the screen so that people with low vision can read, because one of the things that often affects them is how bright an item is that they're trying to look at. We also have available to us this device here. This is a Optelec Clearview desktop reader. You can see that it is not portable. It is something that you may find in a library. A lot of libraries do indeed have these. And this actually goes several steps further than the magnifying glass or even the tablet. You can see here that the font can be quite large and it's very bright. You can also increase the font size, so much so that people with even the most severe vision impairment, just short of total blindness, could probably read this. Although for those of us who don't suffer from those, you may see it's kind of awkward because you see almost each word on its own. These, again, one thing you can do with these is also you can have it in a library, or you could have students, you do research with a traditional book. Here is a book that, as a history teacher, I'd love students to look at. It's a book by Henry Adams, History of the United States of America during the administrations of Thomas Jefferson. You can see the font size is really quite small. But for somebody with low vision, that's not a problem with this desktop reader, because you can make it as large as you would like. You could also switch to, we should be able to do this, a negative image. Let's see if that appears. And why didn't that appear? There we go. Some people may find it easier to read it in a negative with the type in bright white color and the background black. We can go back, and you can see it has the movement here. You can move the book, and it has a locking feature so that you can lock it down and not lose your place. The controls in here are really quite simple. You have a magnifier, you have the lock, you can move it manually, and you have an on-off switch. And that is really the Optelec desktop reader. It's quite simple. I think you could teach even the youngest student or the most technological impaired elderly person to use it. Thank you.